What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest jump shot and the best green jump shot in NBA 2K22 next gen and current gen. Really quick, like and subscribe if you eat food, and also let me know if you guys are going to use any of these jump shots. Starting these off is going to be the fastest jump shot on next gen. This jump shot is going to be base 3 with release 1 Paul George, release 2 Larry Bird, and 60-40 Bundy. Now I'm not sure if this is actually the fastest jump shot in this game. I've seen some people say amateur 8's the fastest, some people say set shot 25 is the fastest, and some people say base 3 is the fastest. However, all three of those bases are just so similar. I consider all three of them the fastest in this game. Since this base is so fast, it's one of the most popular jump shots in this game, and it's also my main jump shot. If you guys go to any gameplay videos I've made, most of them I was most likely using this jump shot. From time to time, you guys will see me use different uppers, but as I said, this is my main jump shot. The reason why I use this jump shot and a ton of other people use this jump shot is this. First off, it's super versatile. It works for both current and next gen, is good with meter or without meter, and as well works for all builds. It's going to be absolutely elite if you have a guard ball handler build, since it's super fast, which makes it very challenging to guard, because if you get even a tiny bit of separation from your defender, it's going to be green. And also, this jump shot even works for bigs with restricted jump shot bases. You wouldn't think a jump shot like this would work well for big men, but actually it does very, very well. If you ever do use this jump shot on, say, a 7'3" center, it's just really glitchy, because like you shouldn't be able to get this fast of a jump shot on that tall of a build. As I said, the main reason why I use this jump shot is that it's super fast and just impossible to guard. And as well, it's super easy to green, since it has a massive green window and is super easy to time. And plus, from my experience, it's decent off the catch and one of the best jump shots off the dribble in this game. Honestly, there's just no real downside of this jump shot. The only thing I can think of is that it might be a bit too fast for some people. If you do want a slightly slower jump shot, just wait a little bit and I'll definitely hook you up. So next, onto the Q of this jump shot. If you guys don't know what a Q is, it's pretty much something that indicates to you when to release square, because if you're not using meter, it can be kind of hard to know when exactly to release square without just like guessing. Your Q can be a variety of different things. Anything from the ball accelerating towards the basket, your player's wrist snapping, or your player's heels clicking work perfectly fine for a Q. If you guys are wondering, the Q I personally use for this jump shot, what I pretty much start by doing is start by looking at the ball, and then you guys can see the ball basically comes back and then swings towards the basket. Once you do see your player's arms and the ball start to swing, go ahead and release square. It's pretty much just like right here. This is just a great fast jump shot on next gen that's going to work for pretty much all builds. That jump shot works very well on next gen and also works quite well on current gen, although I do think it's definitely better on next gen. So if you want a current gen specific jump shot that's also quite fast, I would recommend using base 111 with 80% Michael Jordan and 20% Larry Bird as the upper releases. This is also a very fast jump shot, basically the same speed as base 8 on next gen, but even though it is so fast, it's still super smooth, which is kind of uncommon. Majority of jump shots are either smooth or they're fast, and they're rarely both, which just makes this jump shot exceptionally good. Plus, just like the previous jump shot, this thing is great off the dribble and it's amazing from everywhere on the floor. Plus, it's going to be quite good with or without meter, and for some reason, it's just kind of hard to contest. Definitely, in my opinion, this jump shot is the best for guards. I mean, as I said earlier, it's just great off the dribble. Plus, the jump shot is just super easy to learn and pick up. For this reason, it's great for beginners. From my experience, this base 111 jump shot is also very consistent and is good if you have delay. Although one downside of this jump shot is that unlike the base 3 jumper, it doesn't work for big men. So next, onto the Q of this jump shot. This is going to be pretty similar to the previous jump shot. Basically, you're going to start by looking at the ball, and then you'll see the ball come back and then just go forward. Pretty much, you're going to want to release square once this forward movement starts. So pretty much just like right here. As I said, this is an amazing all-around jump shot that I think is especially good for guards on current gen. So the two jump shots I just gave you guys on both current and next gen are both very fast. However, now we gotta hop into the biggest green window jump shots on both of those games. Starting things off on next gen, we have base Carmelo Anthony with 35% 148 and 65% 13. Of course, as I just said, this jump shot has a giant green window and is super easy to green for this reason. It's average speed, which means it's not too fast and also not too slow, and plus it works from everywhere on the floor. Personally, whenever I hop on my lockdown build and I'm gonna be a spot up, I use this jump shot, although it's great for pretty much all builds under 6'10". In my opinion, it's a little bit too slow to run on a guard build, but I know some people that just make it work. And at the end of the day, being comfortable with your jump shot is more important than anything else. There's also a fairly rewarding jump shot. What this pretty much means is if you're able to time your jump shot consistently, you're going to receive a boost for doing so. This is very important. It means you're going to get less full bars. And if you have a low 3-point rating, it's going to help you out a ton. For this reason, this jump shot is great for lockdowns and spot ups. Since generally lockdowns should have a kind of low 3-point rating and spot ups should know their jump shot like the back of their hand. So a few downsides of this jump shot. The first one isn't really a downside because it can also be a positive, and that this jump shot isn't super fast. For some people, it just makes it harder to get off, while for other people, it makes it way easier to green. Also, another kind of downside of this jump shot is that it can be a little bit inconsistent, and at least for me, it took a little bit of practice to get used to. So next, on to the cue of this jump shot. There's actually two different cues you can rock with. The first one requires you to look at the ball. The ball pretty much comes up and by your player's forehead before going up and towards the basket. So you're pretty much going to want to release square after the ball comes by your player's forehead and then starts to elevate for the second time. So pretty much just go ahead and release square like right here. For the second cue, what you're going to want to do this time is look at your player's feet. You're going to want to wait until you see your player get to the apex of his jump. So in general, I aim to release square right here. Obviously, the second cue is going to take a little bit more practice to get used to and just recognize when you should release square. But if you are able to get it down, it's absolutely elite. Both of these cues work very well in my opinion. It's just all up to you and personal preference. All around, this is just a great, very easy to green jump shot on next gen. So for the fourth and final jump shot of this video, this is going to be pretty much the biggest screen window jump shot on current gen. And for this jump shot, we have base 37 with release 162 and release 2 Marquise Chris and 60-40 Bundy. Of course, this jump shot has a giant green window and is kind of fast. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, it's not the prettiest jump shot in the world and is not very smooth, but in my opinion, it's still very easy to green. And honestly, surprisingly, it's one of my favorite current gen jump shots. This thing works from everywhere on the floor and is amazing both off the dribble and off the catch. And as well, it works for all builds, including big men taller than 6'10", making this just a great big man jump shot. Also, at least for me, this thing is really consistent. So if you do struggle with consistency, this could be a good jump shot for you. Now, for a few cons and downsides of this jump shot. First, it's not great if you have super high delay, so probably only use it if you're on your main region. And then second, as I already said, it's not super smooth, which for some people can make it hard to time, but for me personally, I'm chilling. Next, for the cue of this jumper, what you're gonna wanna do is start by looking at the ball. The ball pretty much comes straight up and next to your player's forehead before getting launched towards the basket. And you're gonna wanna release square when the ball comes right next to your forehead before getting launched. So aim to release square right here. All around, this is just a great, very versatile current gen jump shot. With that being said, I just gave you guys 4 total jump shots, 2 on current gen and 2 on next gen, and I hope at least one of them did help you guys out. If it did, or you just enjoyed the video, drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. This is a gameplay video of me using a glitched build as well as a dribble tutorial and the best animations on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.